Good morning, one and all. Today we'll start with our lecture number 3. In this lecture, we are going to the concept channel assignment strategies. Sometimes it is called as channel allocation strategies. Before going to this lecture, we are take a review of previous lecture. For efficient utilization of the radio spectrum, we implement the concept of frequency reuse. The benefit of this frequency reuse, the objective increasing the capacity and minimizing interference in requirement. Then we also go to the concept of basic cellular system, or the main objective how to design a cellular system. Also we'll see the steps. The basic objective of this cellular system to fulfill the requirement increasing subscriber or customer. We also see the number of channels, how it to be calculated, number of channels to each cell, then what is meant by cell, then how the cluster will be defined, the shape of this, then replica of the cluster, all these things, as well as how to calculate the co-channel related to the channels or cell, co-channel cells we can say. Then we are also going to concept in previous lecture channel capacity. So that can be calculated C equal to S equal to C is denoted as channel capacity equal to M into S, where is the number of channels and M is the replica of the cluster. So in this lecture we are going to the channel assignment strategies. So what is meant by channel assignment strategies, sometimes called as a channel allocation. If you observe the current, how many number of mobile users in all around the world, there is a huge big number will be indicated. It may be showing billions. So just not implement a frequency planning and to allocate a number of channels, but it is a way how the channel will be assigned. In this lecture we have discussed how to fulfill the requirements of a mobile user with the channel assignments. With the rapid increasing the number of mobile users, the mobile service provider had followed a strategy which ensures the effective utilization of limited radio spectrum. So in channel assignment strategies, not a particular to rapid increase the number of mobile users to fulfill the demand, but also efficiently utilization of the limited radio spectrum. That is the main objective. A variety of channel assignment strategies will be available followed to above objectives. The channel assignment strategies are basically classified into two types: fixed assignment channel assignment strategy and dynamic channel assignment strategies. So which is sometimes called as a fixed channel allocation or dynamic channel allocation. So first we see the fixed channel assignment strategies. So in this we say that a fixed channel assignment strategy is cell allocated a permanent or fixed number of Y channel. Any communication within a cell can only be made with the designed unused channel of the particular cell. Suppose if all the channels are occupied in a cell, then the call will be blocked and subscriber had to be wait. So fixed channel assignment strategy means can say that a particular group of channels which are permanently allocated to a particular cell, and communication within a cell are carried out in design unused channel. The particular user of that cell will be occupied a channel. If all the channels are busy, then the another subscriber in that particular cell not occupied, the call will be blocked. or subscriber has to be wait. That is nothing but a fixed channel assignment strategies. So here the channel are permanently allocated to particular cell. Then we go to the concept of dynamic channel assignment strategy. So dynamic channel assignment strategies say that the channels are temporarily assigned for the use in a cell for the particular duration of the call. Each time a call attempt is made from the cell with the corresponding base station request and channel from the mobile switching center. If the all channels are busy in a cell, that time base station requests to the MSC to borrow the channel from neighbor station. So borrowing channels can be implemented in dynamic assignment of the strategy. So call block never be happen in dynamic channel assignment strategy. That is one of the advantage of dynamic channel assignment strategy, because all the channels will be busy in a cell. That time it will be borrow the channel from the neighboring cell. MSC DSC request to the MSC, please allocate a channel for the subscriber from the neighboring channel on borrow purpose. After the call is over, the channel is returned to kept in central pool. To avoid the co-channel interference, any channel that is used in one cell can only reassign simultaneously to another cell. In the system, the distance between two cells is larger than the minimum reuse distance. So distance between two cells, that is the reuse distance, is minimum between the two cells. As compared, the distance between fixed channel assignment strategy, the reuse distance is larger as compared to the dynamic channel assignment strategies. It increases the trunking capacity of the network as well as the channel are available are same. So maximum numbers of channel are available in compared to the fixed channel assignment strategy in a cell. This type of assignment strategy result a heavy load on a switching center and heavy traffic on a condition. So this type of channel assignment strategies create a burden as base station as well as the mobile switching center or MTSO, mobile switching telephone office. It is a very superior than the FCA. FCA stand for fixed channel assignment strategies, or DCA stand for the dynamic channel assignment strategies. So let us consider how the channel assignment is done. Let us consider an example for the better understanding. A total 33 MHz bandwidth is allocated in frequency division duplexing. A cellular system with two 25 kHz simplex channels to provide a full duplex voice and control channels. Compute the number of channels available per cell system will be used. In this example, we have solved for the 4 cell and 7 cell. You can take a homework for 8 cell. Assume the 1 MHz spectrum is allocated for the control channels. Give the distribution voice and channels. Here to be calculate the channel distribution for 4 cell, 7 cell and 8 cell. Here we can solve for the 4 cell and 7 cell. Take a homework for the 8 cell and give me the answer in chat box or personally. So one duplex channel. Duplex means there is a two-way. So total bandwidth, simplex channel is 25. So total bandwidth of duplex channel 2 into 25, that is 50 kHz. So 50 kHz spectrum is allocated for the duplex channel, and the total number of the channels from the total available spectrum for the cellular system is 33 MHz divided by one spectrum. So that is 33 MHz divided by 50, that is 66 number of channels will be available. Similarly, among channels, a 1 MHz band, frequency band, is allocated for the control channels. So, number of control channels 1 MHz divided by 50 kHz, that is 20 channels, are kept to the control channels. How to calculate? So, total number of bandwidth divided by a single frequency spectrum bandwidth, that is give the number of channels. Now consider n equal to 4. So how many number of channels will be occupied per cell? So total number of channels divided by number of cells. So total number of channels here is equal to 660 divided by 4. So total 165 channels are available for each cell. Then out of 165, the voice channels are 160 for each cell, and the number of control channels. So how many number of channels available per cell? That is total number of control channels divided by your number of cell. So total number of control channels 20 divided by 4, we get 5 number of control channels each cell. So this is a distribution of channels when the cluster size or number of cells, we can say that, is 4. Once 165 per cell, out of these 160 are the Y channel and 5 are the control channels. Now take a similarly calculation for if the number of cells are 7 or cluster size is 7, total number of channels divided by cluster size, we get the total channel per cell. So total number of channels are available 660 divided by 7, the approximately 94. But here condition to be note down. Therefore we have go for more exact solution. We know that this system is total 20 control channels, and out of 660, 20 control channels and total of 640 Y channels are kept. Here 6 cells can use 3 control channels and rest of 2 can use 2 control channels each. So on another hand, 5 cells can use 92 voice channels and rest 2 cells can use 90 voice channels each. This distribution is depending upon the own contribution, means how to distribute the channels to each cell. So the total solution in this case 6 into 3 plus 1 into 2. So 6 cells use 3 control channels and 1 cell use 2 control channels. So the total control channels distribution is 20 in 7 cells. So here is a 6 is a number of cells and 1 is a, so indicate the number of cells. Similarly, how the distribution of 640 Y channel out of 660. So 5 cells occupied 92 channels. So per these 5 cells, each cell occupied 92 channels plus 2 cells occupied a 90 channels. So total 640 Y channels are occupied. This is a channel distributions in 7 cells. So 5 number of channels occupied 92 channels each cell, and 2 cells which occupied 90 channels per cell. So total number of Y channels are 640. So in this calculation we have defined how the frequency reuse concept will be used, as well as the channel assignment strategy will be distributed. Your remaining work to calculate is 8 cell reuse technique further to calculate the number of channel 8 cell and give me the answer in chat box. Then how to compare, how to differentiate the fixed channel assignment strategy or fixed channel allocation as well as the dynamic channel allocation and dynamic channel assignment strategies. So first the key point parameter which we will compare. So channel allocation, the fixed number of channels or Y channels are allocated. In DCA the channels to be allocated are not fixed, they are temporary purpose blockage. If all the channels are same, are occupied by the user, then the user call may be blocked. If all the channels are blocked, then the base station requests to more number of channels from the neighboring adjacent cell by the, this request is sent by the MSC to the MSC allocate a borrow channels. That is this process is called as borrowing. Means here the call blockage will be avoided. Frequency uses. Frequency uses is very high beam cell channel. They are separated using minimum reuse distance. The frequency reuse is not maximum because a random channel is allocation. So frequency reuse concept will be implemented in FCA. Frequency reuse concept is not implemented in DCA. Then tangible. Tangible means in terms of the hardware and software. So how the sophisticated? Tangible means sophisticated. Hardware can be touched being physical electronics device. Here this system is very complex, easily will be flexible, so it will be easily modified. So that can be dynamic channel assignment strategy based on software. Here this is hardware. Software being digital can be see but cannot be touched. Here will be can be touched, here will cannot be touched. Okay. Then algorithm. In FCA there is no need to complex algorithm, but in dynamic channel assignment strategies these are the fulfill the digital communication system demands or mobile communication system demand increasing. So algorithm is required to efficient channel availability quite in complex in DCA. The cost. FCA is cheaper than the DCA because per monthly one time is set. So initial cost are first time which is to be we can say that allocated or which is to be expended in first time. But in DCA is somewhat different. Dynamic channel assignment strategy is costly and real time is consumption is needed. So time to time the number of customers is increasing, that time we mostly use the DCA. So time to time the software upgradation required and programming is required. So DCA is most costly than the FCA. Then cell allocation. Once the call is completed, channel remains in a cell. There is a no borrow assignment strategies will be implemented. Once the call is completed, the channel is returned back to the mobile station center. So that is the dynamic channel assignment strategy. So here the channels are permanently not available. It will be returned to the MSC or its resource from the neighboring cell. MSC, what is the mobile station has less burden from the if we implemented the fixed channel assignment strategies. Mobile station center has high signal load and has more responsibilities. So DCA creates a large burden on MCA because it handles the large number of calls, but FCA does not create a burden on MSC. So we can, the conclusion in channel assignment strategy, the most sophisticated and more successful channel assignment strategies is your dynamic channel assignment strategies because its features are very fulfill the requirements of a customer and as well as its upgradation is very simple. So in this lecture we have used the concept channel assignment strategy, their types and their comparison between two assignment strategies with the key parameters. So we can stop here. Thank you.